This is going to be an unmitigated disaster. Water's going to be everywhere.
Good morning, everybody. We're all packed up, slides are in, and we're ready to go.
Yep, and it's cold outside, very cold.
We've got a long travel day. I like to do maybe 3 to 4. I've been spoiled with Wyoming because we haven't moved between stops very far. Matthew's like, I know we can handle a 7-hour travel day, which you know in RV time is probably 8, 9 hours.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Sedona.
Yay.
We finally get to go to Sedona. I've been wanting to go there for a long time. We're going to spend a week in an RV park and then try to get boondocking, and I really hope we find a boondocking spot because there are some trails I want to take.
Alright, are you ready to get on the road for this long travel day that you got us into?
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get on the road.
Alright. Alright, y'all. We are starting to enter Moab. Is it Moab proper now?
Yep.
And diesel is actually pretty decent still. It's like $5.18, $5.15, because where we were up in the middle of nowhere, it was $5.29. We should be passing the restaurant we ate at. It was nighttime, so I don't know if we got good footage. Yes, this is it. Zach's Steak, Salad, Pizza, and Pasta right there. It's cold now, so they have them flapper things down. What do you call those?
I don't know.
But when we ate there, that was completely open. Now you can still eat outside, but they've got insulated flapper things. If y'all know what the flapper things are called, let us know. I don't know if there is an off season here in Moab. You could probably come here in Christmas time and it would still be busy, y'all.
Look, there's Wilson Arch.
That's very neat.
See, you don't have to go to Arches in order to see him.
But because Matthew wanted to have an 8-hour travel day, we do not get to stop and explore on our route today. And, you know, what are the chances, y'all? Because we don't have a nice pull-through site, we're going to have a back-end site. We have to back down a road to get into this site. And, of course, that has to be the site we get when we might be coming in late. Alright, y'all, we stopped for lunch. It was a pull-off. And we're gonna go up in the... Oh, someone pulled in behind us. Another RV. Alright, y'all, we had our lunch. And now we're getting ready to go back on the road because we still got a long way to go. And there's Matthew.
Going to Sedona. Let's go.
We hope it warms up because it ain't warmed up yet.
I'm just glad they had this pull-off.
Yeah, because we didn't know when we were going to get to eat, and we don't like to be deprived of food because we get hangry.
We don't want Sean getting hangry.
Do y'all believe that? Who do you think gets more hangry, me or him?
She ain't innocent. Alright.
Very end.
Yeah, I guess I could. It's a little humpy, but I'll make it.
Alright, y'all, so we're at Speedy's Trucks. They say it's a truck stop, but it's really not. And it is shady looking. I mean, the road or the pavement in here is really humpy, and their card machine doesn't work. Matt has to go in to pay, and it looks like it's seen better days, but we need to get fuel because we would be arriving on fumes if we didn't. Alright, we going in the RV now?
Yep.
Alright, y'all, we're going in the RV to see... Oh, you really are in a dip, aren't you? Oh my... You see what I'm talking about, y'all? This is a big dip. It's not... I don't even know if stairs are going to open.
They might not.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. We went over some very humpy roads, if this gas station's any indication. Well, the trash can flipped on the other side of the water.
We'll be leaving the door open.
Here, show them over.
Oh, the dusts are okay.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
okay.
that just slid.
I'm going to call them and see if they're willing to prune back the branches. Anybody want to place any bets? Put your bets in the comments below. Are they going to care? Are they not going to care? Let's find out.
That's fine. I'll have somebody come over and take care of that.
Yay! I really didn't think they'd be willing to do it, y'all, but if you put in the comments below that they would do it, you won. I've seen so many horror videos about this RV park doesn't care. Well, this one was nice, so hey, thumbs up to y'all. Good job. About the water pressure. It's not their fault. Oh, we didn't tell you about the water pressure. Let me update you. We're getting about 30 psi according to our water pressure regulator. And it's not going to freeze here, so I can leave it outside. Yay, bonus. But it's not their fault. They're at the end of the line. Literally, the line ends here, and the water goes uphill to get to them. And he also said, and it comes from the city of Clarkdale, so that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's not. They're not one of these parks that says, well, people don't want to buy a regulator, so we just turn it down. No, that's not them. He wants it higher. But the future bad news for them is somebody wants to put a hotel in before it gets to them. And he said, what is that going to do to my water pressure? I said, what, are you going to get 10 or 15? Oh, the problems people have.
Alright, y'all, I'm going to give you a tour of our little spot here at Rain Spirit RV Resort. The pads are gravel, and they give you a paver stone patio with a picnic table. And then there's the truck. The sites are not that long. And then I backed Matthew up as far as I could. You can see there's a tree right here. And then this tree was touching the slide, but they came out and trimmed it. They're very nice. And we have this hill here. That's a road, but the road noise isn't bad. And you can't, it's kind of like private because you're down here on the hill. And we'll try to go up there and give y'all a view of what it looks like from up there. And here's our hookup side. We get 50 amps, electric, water, and sewer, so it is full hookups. Alright, y'all, that's a bird's eye view. We'll go this way.
See if you can find us.
Alright, this is a bird's eye view of the Rain Spirit RV Resort here in Clarkdale, Arizona. Good morning, y'all. We discovered that, okay, last night we went to Walmart just to get some eggs because we were low, and bananas. I got home and I looked at the, because Matthew was scanning, I guess he didn't pay attention. I got home and looked at the receipt, and how much were those eggs?
It was over $7.
$7.24, y'all. That's ridiculous. So now we discovered they have grocery stores besides Walmart. They've got Safeway and Fry's. And Fry's is affiliated with Kroger, which we already had a Kroger cart.
Yep.
So now we're going into Kroger. So we're in the parking lot. We parked way down here in the back. And then look how close this guy parks to our truck. Like, you couldn't even walk between our truck and his truck. And you have all of this parking spaces.
There it is. That's how close they got. I don't see any good reason for that, do you? It's just crazy, and we need to get out of here.
Hey everybody, we are headed to the Sedona area to find some boondocking. Alright, y'all, we're trying our first boondocking location in Sedona. Basically, they want you to go 9 or 10 miles. Oh, there's horses out there. I wonder if that's wild horses.
I don't know. 9
miles just to get to the one coordinates that we found. And the road is kind of washboardy and
terrible.
Who wants to go down that for 9 miles?
Continue on 7.
I mean, there's a lot of spots in here, but it's just the road is so bad. And then to turn into some of the spots, the angle to get off the road into the spots aren't good either.
And the drive into the spots are very rutted with high walls on each side. inside, so there's no room for air. It could potentially be very bad for the RV. I'm not saying I don't have the skills to do it, but I don't know why I'd want to. So, next. Y'all, no camping. I understand the no fires, and I actually understand the no camping. And before we start to get our feathers in a ruffle, the collective we as RVers, not me, because I don't do this, but we in general brought this on ourselves. And, you know, to be perfectly selfish about it, I want to go boondocking. We love boondocking. It's our absolute favorite. In the Sedona, Cottonwood, what is it, Clarkdale area. It's a beautiful area. Who would not want to boondock out here? If you love boondocking, this is your jam right here. But you can't, because they close so many of them, because there's so many bad RVers out there who just throw their trash everywhere. Like I said, diapers, cigarette butts, furniture, everything. We've seen it all. Literally, we've seen it all. And that's why they do it.
And then across the street, y'all can see another sign. They have all of these. Y'all been on forest roads before. They have all of these pull-offs, and they have them all closed. They won't let you.
I don't mean for this to be overly negative. We'll try to keep this segment as short as we can, but it just really hurts our hearts to see all of these beautiful spots, or once beautiful spots, trashed, and that's why they get closed down.
All right, y'all, coming up on another area that they've closed. You see they put the rocks in front of it. They won't let you camp in this area.
You can tell it used to be well used.
It looks like it used to be a nice area that several RVs could fit in, but I'm going to show y'all as we get closer to the end. They make everybody congregate in this one parking area. They're all stuffed in there like sardines, like an RV park. Does that look like fun to y'all? I mean, yeah, it's free, and who doesn't like free, but this is Coffee Creek Disperse according to the coordinates I got in a Facebook group. And it was open whenever they put the coordinates, which I don't remember how long ago it was, but now it's closed.
And you see this, y'all? Look. Camping, campfires prohibited beyond this point, meaning you can't go down yonder. Up to 6 months in jail, $5,000 fine.
Alright, y'all, we're not done looking, but remember how we said we were shut out of Moab?
Sedona, we're coming back, but, and I'm only saying this in case we don't come up with something between now and Saturday when we leave, but we're coming back, Lord willing. And it'll be when we have a better budget, because you just got to stay in an RV park.
Alright, y'all. He is fixing to bring out something to put on the Blackstone. It's looking like a veggie.
It wouldn't be a Blackstone without onions and peppers.
Because, y'all, Matthew's a vegetarian.
Now, that's not funny. That is just not funny.
Matthew just took the main attraction in, which is the veggies. And he is fixing to bring out the next entree. Will it be pig, cow, or chicken? Pig. And what does a pig say?
Yum.
Oh, it's just one big piece.
Uh-huh.
Sizzle, sizzle.
We do not ever boil our bratwurst. No. Cook it from raw to perfect.
Alright, everybody. Y'all are looking at the floor. But are y'all ready to see what the final result was from the Blackstone? Alright, here we go. Voila! And if the chef would come over and say, what is everybody looking at?
Alright, this is a glorious plate of bell peppers and onions. And the onions are caramelized.
Smells wonderful.
Yes, it does. This is a big ham steak, which we're going to be using tomorrow, so stay tuned to see what that's all about. And these are the sweet Italian brats, which we are going to eat now. So, bye-bye. All right, y'all, we're in historic downtown Clarkdale. Take a step back in time. Look at this. Now, this is neat. Somebody has their art for sale, but look at this. It's like an old gas station. Obviously, they've repurposed it, which I'm glad they have. Keep some of the character alive. But look at this. I know some people go crazy over old gas pumps. And look at the old sign. I don't know if this is original to this station. It looks like it is. 21 cents for regular, 32 cents for premium. I think I could splurge for the premium. Ooh, it looks like an Airstream. I'm not an expert. It looks like an old Airstream. What do you think about it?
It's really cool. We passed by here the other day. We were looking for another route, and we just happened to see this. So you should check out the little local towns. You don't know what you're going to see. So we are going to go explore Sedona just for a little bit because we don't get to stay in the area. Y'all saw that we got shut out of the boondocking spot. So we're taking about half a day during the week to see what we can see before we leave the area.
We got to see something.
And we want to show y'all something. We don't want to be like, well, y'all, we came to Sedona. Well, what did you see? We didn't see anything, so we can't do that to y'all. So we are...
Yeah, we're sacrificing so y'all can experience something. Aren't we wonderful?
Well, let me tell y'all a story. God basically was like, no, you're not staying in Sedona. Now is not the time for y'all to be in Sedona. We had heard about the boondocking being shut down, but they said there were still some, so we wanted to take that chance. And we tried even one more time today, and then we're like, well, let's check with the RV park, and they wouldn't roll over our weekly rate into a monthly rate. Plus, he didn't have it for the whole month anyway, so God's like, I told you, you're leaving Sedona. Now stop acting like a 2-year-old and throwing a tantrum. So we think we might be headed to Quartzsite next. We're not sure, but we will definitely let y'all know when we know. Alright, y'all, it is a Tuesday afternoon, November the 1st, and not even Halloween, and you cannot park, even if we had a small vehicle, in that parking lot.
No, there's just no way. It's not just a matter of us not being comfortable with a tiny space. There were no spaces. Devil's
Bridge, so I'm wondering if it's just something you have to be like the first one in the morning, but this is a weekday, so I don't know when you can do it. And they're very strict about you can't park on the side of the road anywhere, so.
Right. We're moving on.
Yeah, we'll see if we find another trail, y'all. Alright, y'all, this is the overflow parking for Cathedral Trail. That was Cathedral Rock Trailhead.
Shut out again. It seems like whatever we like is what everybody likes. So maybe we need to change our taste and stuff.
So we'll at least try to go to the downtown Sedona area and see if we can walk around there. Alright, y'all, we actually successfully found parking in downtown Sedona.
And if you want to know where this spot is, drop a comment below and we'll give you the longitude and latitude. And that's the best we can do because these streets are wackadoodle up here. But they do have parking. You just have to be willing to hike a little. And since we couldn't hike on a trail, we'll hike from the parking lot.
Yeah, we turned down this one road and I'll show y'all. We saw these trucks right here, big trucks. And someone's even got a little RV over here, and there's plenty of open space, and there was dually over there, so we knew we could fit fine here, and it's not really crowded. Now maybe on a Saturday it might be crowded in this parking lot, but right now it's not. And there's no 3-hour limit here. We saw some with 3-hour limit, but not here. They just say you can't park here, I think, from midnight to 5 a.m. See, y'all, they conveniently lay out all these little cross things to tell you where to go. And it says Main Street straight.
And look at all this. Look at this view from here.
This is neat.
Isn't this amazing?
Main Street shops. Matthew's gonna buy me something.
Oh, they have an elevator too.
Oh, let's see if we can get y'all a view of the street from up here before we go down. All right, Matthew, I see 2 spaces. Would you park the truck there?
No.
Pay for parking. You gotta pay to park right there, y'all. This is really neat.
Y'all, I think this is the best part of Sedona right here. The rest of Sedona has just been a bunch of shops like Gatlinburg, right? So here is the real thing. At least to us, this is why we come here.
We just wish we would have had time to do some of these amazing hikes up in these rocks and stuff.
I know, who knows how many of these things have hiking trails by them. Look at this.
I don't know what's down there, if that's like cabins people rent or if it's residential.
If you couldn't hear Sean, because it's windy and trafficy, we're not sure if down there, you see all in there, if those are cabins that you rent or if those are houses where people live. You wouldn't know it, but y'all, this whole thing is just filled with houses.
And then look at the fall colors.
Y'all, we can see a lot of fall colors, and in Sedona, apparently it's just starting, which is kind of surprising because we've seen a lot of fall colors up until now. All right, y'all, take a look. This will show you exactly what's up there. Now look at that. Here's your skyline. All right, y'all, downtown Touristville, Sedona. Notice the theme in the architecture? It all looks the same, but it's very pretty.
Those trolleys look like the Gatlinburg trolleys.
Yeah, they do. A lot of shopping, a lot of tours. Pink Jeep Tour seems to be a big one. I've seen several locations for them. So, what'd you think of Sedona?
It's really neat. They have a lot of good smelling restaurants you want to eat at.
But it's not supper time.
And they have a lot of shops for you to get like magnets and souvenirs, but I don't feel right getting a shirt from Sedona or a magnet because I don't feel like we've really explored it.
No, we didn't get to.
Especially when you see the magnets that say, oh, Cathedral Rock or Snoopy Rock or Devil's Bridge. We didn't get to hike any of that because it was full.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sedona's going to have to be a place we come back to, and unless they open up the boondocking, we've decided we'll probably be in an RV park for a few weeks. And we came up with an idea.
Yeah.
If you can't park at the trailhead, park as close as you can and then just Uber. And I know that costs a little money, but it's worth it for the experience, right?
Yeah, so...
And they have all-day parking right here where we are right now.
Yeah, if you find a lot like we just did that's not full.
All right, y'all, we saw this hack on TikTok where you cut this case of water, you cut it in half, like so, and it was almost like magic. Looky here. And then they did this, and it worked. I'm shocked. I didn't think this was gonna work. Nothing ever works that we try online. Look at that.
Let me get the GoPro up so y'all can see. Oh, sorry for the wobbliness. So, Matthew, what is going on? Let's show them.
I am honestly shocked. I thought this is going to be an unmitigated disaster. Water's going to be everywhere, rolling around on the floor. It worked.
This hack worked, y'all.
I can't believe it worked.
That is so cool. We thought this was going to be a TikTok fail and it was just going to go everywhere, and that's why we filmed it on the GoPro too, because we wanted to show y'all on our YouTube channel.
Because y'all know that when you see these really cool things on Instagram or TikTok, everybody tries them and most of us just forget about it. But it worked.
I don't know why I'm so excited, y'all, but that's
It's so neat.
It is so neat. It's a water hack. Look, BDR taught y'all. Leave a comment below. Did BDR teach y'all something?
It's so cool. It's so organized. I love it.
All right, y'all. We're fixing to show you what we're making tonight.
You remember that big ham steak? Well, this is it. I cut all the bone off, all the fat off. I know some of you like pork fat, but I don't. I know it's a big chef thing, but I'm not a chef. So this is what's left. All right, look at this. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. And then when we serve it, we're gonna have some Italian style cheese. Now I like the Italian style because it's not just mozzarella, which doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it. It has a whole bunch of stuff in there. So this is supper.
Y'all, that looks like something you might expect at an Italian restaurant.
But it's in an RV.
So as you know by now, we got shut out of Sedona, just like Moab. What is up?
We're flunkies. We failed. That's what happened.
Boondocking 101, y'all. Y'all are not guaranteed a boondocking site. So I had a last ditch effort. As you know, we like to come to an RV park first so we can scope out the area. So we plan to book this RV park for a week. And I looked on their website and they have awesome monthly rates.
Yeah.
Weekly rates not so awesome, but the monthly was awesome. So I voluntold Matthew to call them up and be like, what?
I asked them if they would roll over the weekly rate that we paid into the monthly rate, and I was really hoping, and they said no. All sales final. They actually said all contracts are final. So I understand they don't owe it to us, but it was worth asking because the last place we went to, we stayed for 2 days, and we were going to go boondocking, and that got rained out. So we decided to roll that over, and they said yes. So they didn't do it this time. But y'all, this park has some crazy folks in it. So we have a street, and I hope we have video of this. We have a street, and they're angled spaces. Y'all know what that looks like. They're just at an angle. So what do our crazy neighbors do? And I'm sorry, but they're Looney Tunes. They back up the opposite direction. So if your angle's going this way, they're coming from this way, and they gotta swing all the way around and make everybody else's hair turn white because we're like, oh, are they gonna hit us? I mean, why do you do that? There's so much. It's a small park, but there's so much room. They have a huge intersection that we could even do a U-turn with our fifth wheel in there. We're talking about a little Class C. That's the second person we've seen. The first one was a travel trailer. They flip around from the opposite direction. Why make your life harder?
And when we called and made the reservation, they were like, yeah, it's a dead-end street. You're going to back into it. In fact, when we checked in, the guy said, you're going to pull up here and then you're going to back in. I don't know if these people didn't get the instructions, but if they didn't,
Even still,
why would you back into I don't know. But it took her, like the last person was a Class C, and it took her like 30 minutes, and they didn't look like they were happy with each other because he's trying to back her in there. And a tip that we like to do, especially Matthew, is when we know we're going to go to an RV park and they assign a site, because a lot of them do assign sites, then we say, do you have a site map? And so we look at the site map and then we do the satellite. So Matthew kind of already knows kind of how he's going to want to maneuver into that site, because we don't like to be surprised.
Yeah, and I'm also looking for the tricky corners, the one where you can't just pull straight and then back up. It's kind of weird. So I always want to have something in mind what do we do?
And the weather is nice right now. The end
Yeah.
of October, November, they had a couple of freakish cold days. I mean, we moved 7.5 hours from Moab, and we still had freezing temperatures last night. Matthew had to bring the hose in.
Yep.
I think that's a freak thing because his parents are in Minnesota. They should be getting snow.
And they've been in the high 70s, mowing the lawn. I mean, come on, that ain't right.
So I think normally end of October, beginning of November is a good time to come here. So anyways, y'all, we are heading down south, and the big question is, where are we going to wind up? Y'all have to stay tuned and find out, and especially see, are we going to get another boondocking site?
Our reputation is a little tarnished, even though it's not our faults. I feel like reputation's a little tarnished, and we need to find some boondocking. So hopefully, this next leg of our journey, we will find some. We've got to, or our name will turn into mud.